You know, it's not up yet, but I'm gonna put up a video of some edged weapons that I have. So everybody that watches this channel probably thinks I'm fucking weirdo. I'm a nut, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a prepper. I'm not a right wing fucking nutto. I'm not any of that. I'm just a survivalist. I'm just survived. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. So, I mean, I've got a lot of edge weapons. I've got some guns. You've seen most of them. But I just watched a video the other place of a prepper, and he said he did a short video on, you know, uh, bugging out to nowhere. And that's what the title of it was. And basically, he's been prepping for years, 10, 15 years. And that's how long these people have been doing this stuff. He's got all kinds of stuff and food. I mean, all kinds of shit. But ultimately, he's saying, that primitive man is not man of today, and there's just no way. He did a camp trip out with a couple of his buddies out to the middle of freaking nowhere, and he did some shooting and they did some stuff, and he started talking about the prepping, and he's like, you know, uh, hunting and gathering, gathering. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go around and you're gonna gather a bunch of stuff to eat, and then the caloric intake that it takes for to do that is tremendous. And then you go out and you find food and you bring it back, and by the time you get back you eat it all up, and then your calorie counts is zero again. You got to go back out. Same thing with hunting. You can go out there and you can hunt. You can get a big moose or a deer or whatever, but you got to drag that damn thing back, and then you got to gut it, or you gut it out in the field and you drag it back, and then you have to skin it, and then you have to hang it, and then you have to cook it, and then you eat it. Whatever. It's great, but you're not going to be able to do that every day. And game now, you know, they walk up to people's front doors. It's almost like they're smart. You're not going to shoot me. Not in that situation, of course, but you know, um, they're just smarter than people, and they know. They know when to get out and hide. And they can do that quite successfully. And it's just going to be too hard. Plus, it's like I said, the caloric burn on that is going to be high. You're not going to be able to make it. So he said the best thing to do is to shelter in place. I mean, even if you had a great big truck and you put all your shit, you're not going to fit all your shit in there. There's no way. Food, water, weaponry, tents, camping gear, medical gear, all that kind of stuff. You're not going to do it. So he just said, board your windows and doors up, make sure your doors are locked, nail them shut if you have to. You want to get away from people. If you got the food, if you got the water, if you got, all the stuff to survive, just shelter in place, stay at home. Make your house impenetrable. People can still burn you down, but I mean, make an escape route. But, for the best part, for the longest run, shelter in place. I mean, that's the best thing you can do. So that's kind of my thinking is, I got food and water, and I got lots of knives and swords and guns and ammo and water and, all that kind of stuff. And really, that's all you need. I could do with like a generator or one of those wind generator, the windmill things that you put up and it powers a battery. That would be cool. But they're super expensive. You can go solar, but unless you have a backup battery, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's just solar power. I mean, you might be able to run off it for a while. It's not like you can store it up or anything. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, sheltering in place is probably the best idea. And that's kind of what I'm gearing up for. I got a lot of stuff. If I need to go out and scavenge, which means people, it could be bad. It could be good. You never know. But you can go scavenge in stores. Bring a good backpack or good carry bag with you, and I've got plenty. And you can get canned goods. You can go to some shopping center that's already been loaded. And all the TVs and stuff are gone. But I mean, the food's going to be there. I mean, it's not maybe not produce and meats or things like that or breads, but you can get canned goods up the ass. I mean, there's all kinds of canned goods there. In the back, there's even more. like I say, I'm a delivery driver. I drive truck, you know. I seen the back of these warehouses and they're just chock full of crap, dude. I mean, flats of water, canned goods, all kinds of shit, dude. All kinds of shit. You can make it. You can definitely, especially if there's three or four of you going out, and you can fill up. You can get up a lot, you know. But that's all I wanted to say. You know, I know most of you are just looking at my gun videos and stuff like that, and you know, some of you gave me thumbs up, some of you give me thumbs down, some of you comment, you know, whatever. That's cool. But I just thought I'd change it up a little bit because I've been getting a lot of questions, you know, about because you know people know that the people that know me, you know, and they're like, hey, you know, what's a good machete I should get, or hey, what's a good knife, you know, or hey, what's a good hatchet? So I pretty much covered that in a video that I have. You don't have to go super expensive. There's plenty of good brands out there that you can use. But like I say, just do your research and check it out, and uh, that's all I can tell you. So whatever. Okay.